Welcome to the ultimate Genesis quiz. 50 true or false questions to see if you really know the book of beginnings. On the fourth day of creation, God created the sun, moon, and stars. True or false? True. They were made on the fourth day. God commanded Adam not to eat from the tree of life. True or false? False. The command was about the tree of knowledge. Cain killed his brother Abel because he was jealous of Abel's skill as a hunter. True or false? False. Abel was a shepherd, not a hunter. The symbol of God's covenant with Noah after the flood was a rainbow. True or false? True. God set the rainbow in the clouds as the sign. Noah sent out a dove that eventually returned with an olive leaf. True or false? True. The dove brought back a freshly plucked olive leaf. The Tower of Babel was built so the people could make a name for themselves and not be scattered. True or false? True. Their goal was self-glory and unity. When God visited Abraham to promise a son, Sarah immediately praised God. True or false? False. She laughed to herself in disbelief. Abraham pleaded with God to spare Sodom if as few as 10 righteous people could be found there. True or false? True. He bargained God down from 50 to 10. God forced Abraham to kill his only son, Isaac, as a burnt offering. True or false? False. It was a test, and God stopped him. Abraham refused free burial land for Sarah and insisted on paying for it. True or false? True. He insisted on buying the cave of Machpelah. Abraham's servant prayed for a specific sign to identify the right wife for Isaac. True or false? True. He asked for the water test with the camels. Jacob obtained his brother Esau's birthright by tricking their father Isaac on his deathbed. True or false? False. He got the birthright earlier for a bowl of stew. Jacob worked for Laban for 7 years to marry Rachel and was given her immediately. True or false? False. Laban tricked him into marrying Leah first. Jacob wrestled with a divine being, and his name was changed to Israel. True or false? True. He wrestled all night and was renamed Israel. Jacob's sons sold their brother Joseph into slavery out of jealousy. True or false? True. They were jealous of his dreams and his father's favor. Joseph was falsely accused by Potiphar's wife and thrown into prison. True or false? True. She lied after he refused her advances. While in prison, Joseph interpreted the dreams of the cupbearer and baker, and both were restored. True or false? False. The baker was executed. Pharaoh's dreams of fat and skinny cows symbolized 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. True or false? True. Joseph interpreted it exactly that way. When Joseph's brothers first came to Egypt, he immediately revealed his identity. True or false? False. He tested them first, accusing them of being spies. Jacob and his family moved to Egypt because of the famine, settling in Goshen. True or false? True. Joseph provided them the land of Goshen. In Genesis, the creation of living creatures occurred before the creation of the sun and moon. True or false? True. Fish and birds came on day 5, sun on day 4. Methuselah, the longest-lived person, was the son of Noah. True or false? False. Methuselah was Noah's grandfather. Ham, the son of Noah, was cursed by Noah to be a servant. True or false? False. Noah cursed Ham's son, Canaan. Sarah, Abraham's wife, was initially named Sarai before God changed it. True or false? True. God changed her name as part of the covenant. Lot's wife was turned into a pillar of salt for looking back at the burning city of Sodom. True or false? True. She disobeyed and looked back. Rebekah, Isaac's wife, was barren before God answered Isaac's prayer. True or false? True. Isaac prayed and she conceived twins. Esau was a quiet man who stayed in tents, while Jacob was a skillful hunter. True or false? False. The descriptions are reversed. When Jacob fled from Esau, he dreamed of a ladder or stairway to heaven. True or false? True. He saw angels ascending and descending on it. Joseph interpreted the dreams of the cupbearer and baker using his own wisdom. True or false? False. He said, interpretations belong to God. On his deathbed, Jacob blessed Ephraim and Manasseh, giving the greater blessing to the younger. True or false? True. He crossed his hands intentionally. The name Adam is derived from the Hebrew word for ground or earth. True or false? True. Adamah is the Hebrew word for ground. The serpent in the Garden of Eden was acting on its own accord. True or false? False. It was a tool of Satan. After the flood, God gave humanity permission to eat only fruits and vegetables. True or false? False. God gave permission to eat meat as well. When Sarah demanded Hagar be sent away, God told Abraham to listen to her. True or false? True. God told him to listen regarding Isaac's line. Abimelech, king of Gerar, took Sarah into his household because Abraham said she was his sister. True or false? True. Abraham used the sister trick again. After Isaac was weaned, Sarah saw Ishmael mocking and demanded he be sent away. True or false? True. That was the immediate cause. Melchizedek, the priest who blessed Abraham, is first mentioned in Exodus. True or false? False. He is first mentioned in Genesis. In his old age, Isaac's eyes grew dim, which allowed Jacob to deceive him. True or false? True. His blindness was part of the deception plan. Jacob worked an additional 7 years for Laban after finally marrying Rachel. True or false? False. He worked the 7 years before marrying her. Dinah, Jacob's daughter, was violated, leading to her brothers attacking the city. True or false? True. Simeon and Levi avenged her. When Joseph was in charge of Egypt, he married an Egyptian woman named Asenath. True or false? True. She was the daughter of an Egyptian priest. When Joseph revealed himself to his brothers, they were immediately overjoyed. True or false? False. They were terrified and could not answer him. Jacob's favorite wife was Leah because she bore him many sons. True or false? False. His favorite wife was Rachel. Jacob's blessing to Judah included the prophecy of a coming ruler, the scepter. True or false? True. It was a messianic prophecy. Judah's daughter-in-law Tamar disguised herself to ensure her right to have children. True or false? True. She tricked Judah after he broke his promise. God promised Abraham his descendants would be as numerous as the stars and the dust. True or false? True. God showed him the stars as an illustration. Hagar, after being sent away the first time, was found by a river. True or false? False. The angel found her by a spring, or well. Joseph's brothers worried that after Jacob died, Joseph would take revenge. True or false? True. They feared his forgiveness wouldn't last. Reuben, the firstborn, was given the birthright because he was the most faithful. True or false? False. He lost it for defiling his father's bed. Joseph made his brothers swear to carry his bones out of Egypt to the Promised Land. True or false? True. He had faith God would lead them out. If you enjoyed testing your Genesis knowledge, hit that subscribe button for more Bible quizzes and videos. We're just getting started.